Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Today, I'm doing a reaction video to an incident on an incident that happened on the Amazon warehouse earlier this year. And I'm gonna play the video a little bit, but like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We have a lady who works at Amazon, but she came in on the wrong day, and something that should have just been a simple fix for her just leaving because the supervisor told her to turned into an arrest. I mean, it's absolutely silly. And so we're gonna look at it together. I'm gonna jump forward. I'm gonna just show enough and keep jumping forward that you'll get the point on what's happening. So without further ado, let's let's just play the clip, all right? And it's not really funny. It's kind of sad because I feel for the lady. I have a little empathy for her because I think there's something else. And when you look at her and you listen to the dialogue, you might pick it up. But like, share, subscribe to my channel. He said, well, is this political or not political? Well, it's about law enforcement, and almost everything has some kind of political part to it and some relationship part to it because somebody loves this woman. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, what's going on, Curtis? So let me go ahead and play because it's a real interesting clip, and I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit, but I don't know. You could probably pick some stuff up on how the lady reacts. Which one do I want? I want this one. All right, let's go.
On January 23rd, 2025, the Dayton International Airport Police Department was called to the scene to the Amazon warehouse for reports of a potential trespass with an employee. The following shows the body-worn camera footage of what happened during the incident.
Not scheduled.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm just going to shadow you until you figure out where she's at. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Alex, what is your location? Copy that. I am heading your way.
How long has she been employed for?
She was a seasonal hire, so I say.
Exactly. That's what I picked up. Yeah.
You can cancel checks. I'm good. I'm sorry. How long has she been?
Since about November.
Okay. Is she still seasonal?
Yes, she's right here.
Walking toward us?
Rodney, can you ready to put up your card, please? You said put up my card for what? Put up your card. What? Officer Sachs is here to search off the building. I have the proof that I'm supposed to be here. Diamond. Show you proof. Why would I get escorted off? Diamond, because we just had this conversation, remember? I asked you to nicely come off the floor and you refused. I said, do I need to call the police? And he said, I'm a grown woman. Would you like me to? It was 12 for sex. So we can help you escort you off of the premises. What would I be escorted off? Because you're not scheduled and you are refusing to leave. I have a picture that I'm scheduled for. Diamond, you do not. I explained to you that was yesterday's shift. No. Please put away your card. Do you want to see the proof that I'm supposed to be in front of you?
No, ma'am.
All right. So from this point where the lady says, listen, you're not scheduled, and she's going to go on to say, if she didn't say it already, even if there was a mistake, today I'm telling you, you're not scheduled, right? And so the sister over here goes on this thing's trying to show proof that she's on a schedule. Now, when you look at this video as we go and skip forward, they'll tell how long, because this information doesn't exist, but she's going to be looking for it. But you're going to see how long she keeps looking for this so-called smoking gun. And I don't want to jump ahead, but now the policeman said he don't care, right? He just says, hey, it ain't his business. So just check her out. Now, the lady is calm, and you tell me if you see her elevate, through this whole process in terms of her demeanor or anything else. It's like she's on kind of medication.
I'm not leaving it on schedule. Like if I wasn't on schedule,
Diamond, I'm not going to continue having this conversation with you. I explained to you in detail. I showed you your schedule. I showed you the proof that you were not here. I understand it's a misunderstanding, but you are being insubordinate in my ask to have you leave the site.
How am I being insubordinate?
Because I have asked you multiple times to clock out and go home.
I just told you I had proof, and I
I'm not having an argument with you. Officer Sachs is going to help me escort you.
Ma'am, if you can just gather up your stuff and leave.
No, I just need your device and your badge, please.
I think that
Diamond, I don't need to see your proof.
Ma'am,
I'm about to show her. Then I have proof that I'm supposed to be here.
We've gone through this already.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, is there something we can do for you?
Alex is helping me with the situation. He had the conversation with me, asking her to leave the site.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it here, right? So you see her looking for this information, and okay, so and you see her demeanor while this is going on. She's like ignoring the commands from everybody, right? I could imagine that she went through this with the supervisor, all of the same stuff, and she probably couldn't find the information then either. And now she's looking. Now let me ask you guys: anybody out there listening to? Your supervisor came up to you and said, hey, listen, you made a mistake. You're not on shift today. We can't let you work today because of whatever policy they have. You probably can't work off shift. You know, that makes sense. So you got to go home. No harm, no foul. You got up and got dressed. And lo and behold, you got an extra day off because you're not on shift today. So just go home. Now, I think the average person would say, look at that shit as a blessing. Oh, man, I got the day. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. Just made a mistake on the shift. Supervisor said, yeah, all right, listen, you know, we'll make sure we coordinate it better next time. And then we'll see you tomorrow or whenever your next shift starts. But no, but no. I wouldn't sit here and argue with you why I want to work all day. So we're going to skip up, you know, to pretty much right here. This is what I want to do. All right. So this is like 2 or 3 minutes later. And she's still looking for this information.
I'm sorry, his computer is very tiny.
I asked earlier, has not trespassing been authorized?
I have been authorized to get you on site. I can call and verify. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Ma'am, are you making any progress?
I'm looking right now.
Ma'am, you've told me that several times. I asked if you're making progress.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Yes. She said I have the authorization. You have the authorization.
So this is key, right? She verified that she has authorization to trespass this lady. And listen to what the cop asks.
Okay, can you say that in a definitive that you want to trespass?
Yes.
Okay. Can I have your attention?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the situation. You either leave or they're trespassing you. And if you don't leave
I
then,
don't even understand what that means.
it means you have to leave.
I'm
You do not
supposed
have
to
a
be
choice.
on the premises.
No.
I'm
If they
supposed to be.
trespass you, you have to leave. If you do not leave,
I thought that was if I'm not on the schedule. If I'm actually on
the schedule has nothing to do with it,
Yes, it do.
ma'am.
What am I trespassing for? If I'm not bothering nobody.
They
I'm
have
just doing
told you to leave for the day.
Oh my God. Oh,
But I'm supposed to be on the schedule. So as
That
soon
is
as
irrelevant.
My schedule is about to be up.
That is
immediately,
irrelevant.
So I will leave as soon as it's over.
That is irrelevant. You need to leave. If you do not leave, you can be arrested for trespassing
How can I be arrested for trespassing?
because I will arrest you.
so at this point, I mean, I'm thinking just something cognitively have to be wrong, right? Because if you look at her, just demeanor, blood pressure, whatever it is, she's like in this kind of zone, like she can't really hear what this cop is telling her. She's like in this some kind of trance. you know, he's saying it doesn't matter whether you're on shift now, right? You could have been on duty, and you could be trespassed if your supervisor, you know, does that. So she's just not getting it, or she can't get it, right? So I'm having some empathy for her a little bit because I just think that, you know, everything ain't going to the top, right? Kind of like what you said, Curtis. If you're still out there, the point is, it's kind of sad. So I'm looking at her, and she's still not getting it. So let's keep going. And you know what?
So are you going to leave or not?
I don't think she's looking for anything. I think she's just looking at the screen, right? I think she's just looking at the same screen. I mean, I'm not savvy about moving the screen with my fingers and shit and going from place to place. I need pretty much my whole hand to tap shit and move it around. But I'm thinking that screen hasn't changed for 5 minutes. I think she's just staring into the daggone face of her cell phone.
Ma'am? Yes or no? Are you going to leave voluntarily, or are you going to be arrested for trespassing?
How am I be arrested when I'm on the schedule? That doesn't make
Whether
sense.
you're on the schedule or not is irrelevant to me.
How am I being trusted? That's not making sense.
Last time I'm asking.
What am I being trusted?
Last time I'm asking, ma'am.
What am I?
Are you going to leave voluntarily or not?
I'm asking you, what am I being trusted?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
Sir,
Ma'am?
get off of me. I'm not.
So now you can see that the cop himself has elevated blood pressure because now he has to make an arrest. And he's lost his patience, and he's no longer calm. Okay. So lucky for her, she's in this goddamn trance. Or else I think he would have got really, really violent with her. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe that. So this, and now you could also tell that she's kind of coming out of the trance now that this shit's being real, that he's arresting her. So listen to what she said.
You are under arrest for
You are
trespassing.
not. No.
Yes.
Why am I trespassing? Because I'm supposed to be on the
They've
property.
said you need to leave.
Sir, I'm walking away. Please don't touch me. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything to you, sir. I'm not. I'm just on the ground. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
What
Put the
are
phone
you-
down. Put the phone down.
No.
Then turn over.
For what?
You're under arrest.
I'm on the schedule.
You are under arrest for trespassing
I'm
and
on-
not complying.
Sir, I'm on the schedule. What's wrong with you? Sir, what's wrong with you?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
I'm not doing anything, sir. I'm not touching you. I'm not yelling. What are you doing?
You're under arrest for trespassing.
How am I? I'm about to. I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm on the schedule,
late.
sir.
Too late. I mean, even it's too late. His blood pressure, everything is out of kilter now because he's making this arrest. I can understand the elevated, whatever. Thank God for her that her resistance was minimal, mostly verbal. You know, he put her to the ground really easy. But this guy would have hurt this woman if she would have fought back any harder. You could just tell he kind of pretty much almost lost it, right? So, you know, whatever pills she was taking probably saved her from a lot of bodily bruises, because I think he would have been willing to take it shit to whatever level he had to take it to for something as silly as her being stupid. You know, so so thank God for whatever medication she's on.
You're arrested for being on the schedule. Can you take this phone here? Okay.
Put your arm behind your back.
You're arrested for what again?
Trespassing.
For trespassing.
You were asked multiple times to leave.
How are you gonna put me in jail for trespassing? I wouldn't do it. I'm on trespass for being on the schedule.
Yes.
I'm being trespassed for being on the schedule. That's crazy. What am I doing? I'm on the schedule. I'm on the schedule for today, and I'm being trespassed. You just dropped me to the ground.
I have
and I'm
one
not
in
being
custody.
aggressive. I'm not being aggressive.
Is there backup
or I'm not
available?
doing anything.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it here for a second, and I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more, you know, because when the other guy comes, the backup he just called for, And you know, this has gone further than that. All she had to do was leave when her supervisor told her, "Hey, listen, you know what? Whatever the mistake was, you know what? You're not supposed to be on schedule. Can you please leave?" Yes, yes, ma'am. I'm out of here.
You'll be right back with that info.
We're just refusing to get up? Or are we just, what are we?
She's under arrest for trespass.
Okay.
She's not supposed to be here today. She's refusing to leave the floor.
Okay.
Refused to leave.
Perfect.
So at this point, I was just waiting for backup so I can go through her purse to try and find an ID.
Okay.
Do you have a Miranda card on you?
Do not, we'll get
We'll
one out
take
there.
care of it in
Let's
the
go ahead and
car.
Put her in the car.
Yep.
Dispatch, all units, AWS is completed.
Just do me a favor, roll over towards this knee and play it on the ground here to help you get up.
20 is clear, just information. I'll be en route to that. I'm not good to Tuskegee Gate.
Sir, can I ask you to hold these items, these personal items? Is that glove hers or, well, we will need the items.
Okay. Do you want me
Yeah.
to just hold on?
20 to dispatch, just information for the log. One was turned away, one
So
was allowed
we provide
to
them.
gain
We
entry.
provide these folks
Front
on the
door.
Okay, does she have a second
Drugging
one?
his people and having that search.
It looks like she's wearing it.
Okay,
So I'll say she can take it. Like it's.
no, we can get it. There you go. And then if you could hand me her personal items. Yep.
Hey, look at her demeanor. I'm trying to look to see if she's crying or not. I mean, she's just. It's obvious that you know something is amiss. And it's not necessarily the job. I would imagine she's kind of like this no matter what situation she's in. And I'm not even so sure if she was just being belligerent. I just think it just didn't soak in that whether she was right about the schedule or not, it was time for her to leave. And that's it. Just get the hell out of it. And until the guy put the handcuffs on her, she didn't pick. You know, it's funny also how none of the other employees anywhere came to just be bystanders. Everybody on the floor, excuse me, had to know what was going on. You know, so that kind of tells you that, not talking about escalating or screaming and yelling, it kind of tells you that everybody who's working at this Amazon store or this Amazon warehouse, they understand how important it is for them to have this job. And they don't even want to be, if they're not involved, they're not involved. They don't even want to be bystanders. I mean, hey, listen, for me, it's very, very difficult to have some kind of empathy for this, or sympathy, empathy, or both for this lady, you know? And I can imagine when you have a job like this, these are like kind of almost last resort jobs. If you're not on a, you know, as you're moving up, you just need some money, you know? So I don't know, she could have, and she probably lost this job, by the way, right? I can't see them asking her back after having to call the cops to kick her out and all this kind of shit, right? It's just unfortunate, you know? So I don't know who loves this woman, but man, I hope there's somebody there for her.
Hey, ma'am.
Well, that's enough of that. So, you know, I mean, I think you guys get the picture about this. It was, man. Whatever she's on, it is mind numbing. And it's sad to see the sister like that, or any sister like that. But hey, listen, you know, it's just a lesson that even with that, you gotta be able to say, hey, enough is enough. Let me just take orders. Who gives up an opportunity to get a day off when you made a mistake like that? It just didn't really. That's why I'm thinking something was wrong with her. But anyway, since all of you guys are here, I put a video out earlier today. It's called my theme based music volume 6, And if you're here, you haven't heard it, go check it out. It's like me not talking. I just put a little introduction, and I got a whole bunch of songs in there, so y'all can check that out. It's just it wasn't live, so you can look it on my video link, and it's volume 6. I think it's pretty good, right? So I got a couple of versions of some of the same lyrics, but the tunes are different, and I think it's okay. So that's me. That's my new toy. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming out. You, Curtis, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Let me see this. Let's put it out here. Nah, I just saw something. I'm gonna check that out. But listen, man, Pakistan and India has been at each other's throats for years, right? It's for all kinds. I don't know. Is this over Kashmir? They've been doing that and all other problems. And shit, man, it's just been what, decades, almost a century of hatred, all based on religion and all kinds of shit that men kill each other for. So I don't know how wrapped up I'm gonna get into it. Moody, was just sucking up to Trump. And I think we should just not be involved as best we can as Americans. We got enough. Israel's trying to bring us into a war with Iran. Everybody's trying to get us into some shit, man. Nobody wants us to have peace. And the worst thing is some of our politicians don't want us to have peace either. That's the real sad shit. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Curtis. I appreciate it. Whoever else, popped in and didn't say anything. Well, for this video, I just wanted to do that reaction. R-Pain, Marriage, Politics, and Sports, over and out. But maybe I will check out that India-Pakistan thing because I saw one clip come through my feed, and I haven't looked at it, but I will. Yeah, take it easy. Have a good day. Oh, I'll probably be on Flipping Tables tonight on the BMU Network.